Spooktober's here, and with every dusk, Eerie Instants unveils a new tale. 31 days, 31 stories. Hit subscribe and journey into the unknown with us. The morning sunlight pierced through the gaps in the heavy curtains, pulling me from a dreamless sleep. Groggy and disoriented, I blinked a few times, attempting to shed the remnants of my slumber. That's when I saw it, the dark crimson stain sprawling across my white sheets, still wet in some parts. A familiar metallic scent hung in the air, and my heart raced. The unease from previous occurrences of this mysterious phenomenon welled up within me. Inspecting my hands, arms, and torso for wounds, I found none. What the hell happened last night? I thought, trying desperately to grasp at the fleeting memories of the evening prior. There was a profound darkness in my recollections, a void where the events of the night should have been. It was as if something or someone had snuffed out the light of my memory. Shakily, I rose from the bed, leaving the tainted sheets behind. The disarray of my living room made my breath catch in my throat. My usually pristine space looked like a tornado had hit. Among the chaos, I spotted torn pieces of unfamiliar clothing, fabric foreign to my hands and eyes. What had I gotten myself into? Each discovery further eroded my grasp on reality. With every intention of distracting myself and finding some semblance of normalcy, I tried to engage in my day-to-day chores. However, my thoughts inevitably circled back to the enigma of the stained sheets and shredded attire. As I brewed my morning coffee, the looming presence of the dense forest outside my window caught my attention. It whispered of old tales, secrets, and answers. The woods, it seemed, beckoned me. The abandoned summer camp, a place I had heard tales about but never visited, lay deep within those woods. The thought of the camp stirred something in my mind, a hint of familiarity, a half-remembered dream perhaps. I felt a pull, a nudge to venture into the woods and seek out that long-forgotten place. Steeling myself, I decided to give in to the urge. If answers were to be found, it seemed increasingly likely they lay within those towering trees and under the shadow of the old camp's myths. Slipping on my boots and grabbing a light jacket, I stepped out, feeling both apprehension and an odd sense of determination. I needed to uncover the truth, not just for my peace of mind, but perhaps for my very sanity. As I approached the forest's edge, the remnant structures of the camp loomed in the distance. The place held a chilling allure, and I felt both dread and anticipation. Somewhere within its confines, I hoped to find the missing pieces of the night before. But as I ventured deeper, I couldn't help but wonder, would I be ready to face whatever awaited me there? The forest whispered its secrets, and I was intent on listening. My feet crunched softly over the fallen leaves as I ventured deeper into the camp's abandoned heart. Each step I took felt like it was leading me further away from reality and closer to some distant memory. The remnants of the camp stood before me, eerily silent. Faded tents and rusted campfire rings testified to happier times, long gone. Why did this place feel so familiar, yet so foreign? As I walked around, a hint of blue peeking out from under the autumn leaves caught my attention. Bending down, I unearthed an old journal, its leather cover worn out and pages yellowed. With the wind gently rustling the trees above, I began to read. The campers gather around the fire, laughing and singing, but as the moon rises, a dread fills the air. There's something in the woods. They say it's a beast that only appears on full moon nights. Disappearances, they whispered. First, it was just one, but then, more. We're leaving tomorrow. This place isn't safe anymore. My heart raced. Could the stories be real? Was this what was connecting me to this place? The idea of a mythical beast lurking around during full moon nights sounded absurd, yet the blood-stained sheets from the mornings after couldn't be mere coincidences. The diary's last pages told of an old legend, a curse bestowed upon those who harmed the forest, transforming them into a creature of the night. It mentioned a werewolf. The weight of realization hit me. The blood, the torn clothing in my home, the blackouts. Was I that very creature? The journal, though old, felt like a mirror reflecting my darkest fears. The day was escaping me, the shadows of the setting sun elongating across the clearing. A thought formed. If this was true, I needed proof. I decided on setting up a camera for the next full moon night. Whatever happened, I needed to see it for myself. As the final rays of the sun dipped beneath the horizon, an unsettling quiet settled over the camp. From the depths of the forest, I thought I heard a distant howl. Could it just be my overactive imagination, or a warning of what was to come? Shaken, I clutched the journal close to my chest and made my way home, the forest's secrets, now a haunting melody in my ears. That evening, the foreboding presence of the moon became increasingly palpable. Every echo from the forest seemed to resonate with the thrumming in my veins. I knew the next full moon was only a night away. The anticipation was a potent brew of fear, disbelief, and a morbid curiosity. As I reached the safety of my home, I immediately set up the camera, positioning it so that it captured the entirety of my bedroom. If I was indeed turning into this fabled creature, I wanted to capture every agonizing moment of the transformation. Nightfall approached, and with it, a sense of unease. I tried to keep myself distracted, playing some soft music and reading a book. But the impending moonrise was ever present in my mind, like a ticking time bomb. Hours passed in agonizing slowness. As the first silver rays of the moonlight began to filter through my window, a chill ran down my spine. I felt a tug, a primal urge welling up from deep within. The pain was excruciating. My limbs contorted, and a guttural scream escaped my lips. I felt my consciousness fading, replaced by something savage, unrecognizable. When morning came, I was back to my human self, my body aching and my room in disarray. The camera lay toppled over, but it was still intact. With trembling hands, I played back the footage. The video began innocently enough, showing me reading my book, occasionally glancing out of the window. But as the night wore on, the transformation began. The being I morphed into was ferocious, with glowing eyes and sharp claws. The creature in the footage howled in agony, hissing and scratching at the walls. The video ended with the creature darting out of the room, leaving only silence in its wake. It was undeniable. I was the beast. The camp legends, the diary, the stained sheets, everything pointed to the harrowing truth. The weight of my actions and the blood I had spilled as the creature pressed down on me. Despair settled deep within my chest. Unable to live with the knowledge of the monster I had become, I penned a final note detailing my discoveries, hoping that someone might find it and know the truth. I am the monster of the legends, the terror that lurks in the woods. May this confession serve as a warning and a plea. Protect the forest, or suffer its curse. With heavy heart, I ventured deep into the woods for the last time, seeking solace and perhaps an end to the torment. The woods embraced me, the whispered secrets now making haunting sense. And so, in the heart of the forest, the tragic tale of the cursed man drew to its chilling conclusion. As the wind rustled the leaves and the moonlight filtered through the trees. A mournful howl echoed, a lament for a life lost to a legend's cruel grip.